I've rearranged my week again. Move rest days like chess pieces. Watch blitz like they owe me something. Like numbers hold my thesis. Try shorter strides, the longer. More cadence, less pride. Watch videos frame by frame of how my elbows ride. I change my shoes, I change my route, I change what I eat at night. Still staring at the same damn clock, like it's hiding something slight. I know improvement isn't loud, it whispers, then it hides. Some days it feels like progress, other days it just divides. Between who I am and who I think I could be, between the runner I show and the one nobody sees. I don't want fame, I don't want praise, I just want one small number to finally change. It's strange how seconds start to rule your mind. You tell yourself I'm almost there this time, but almost has 1,000 shapes, and patience doesn't trend or update. I'm chasing seconds, not glory, not the crown, just trying to shade what's holding me down. I'm chasing seconds through trial and error days. Not every attempt shows up on the page. I'm chasing seconds, but what I'm really chasing is proof that I can rebuild the edge of my youth. I failed at tempo runs before, started strong then cracked. I blamed the weather, blamed my sleep, then faced the simple fact. Maybe I went too hard too soon, maybe too safe to grow. Maybe I needed discomfort more than I needed control. I've written notes, I won't be redragged. Effort more than pace, because some gains don't show, and splits they showing how I face the doubt that says you've peaked already. The voice that laughs, you're not that steady. But I've seen worse, I've come back slow from injuries I didn't show. And every rebuild taught me this: speed is earned in boring rivets. I'm chasing seconds, but I'm not reckless, and what learned improving doesn't shout. I'm chasing seconds through awkward paths, through roads that feel half broken. I'm chasing seconds, but I will trade years of staying for one fast day. There's a version of me, a Tim future line, who won't remember the day it takes time, but he'll remember the patience it took to stay in the work when progress should. This isn't hunger for applause, it's curiosity without a pause. How far can I go if I stay honest? How fast can I live by staying honest? I'm chasing seconds, not for highlight reel, just trying to become something more real. I'm chasing seconds through run and grind. I'm chasing youth, just refining mine. I'm chasing seconds, but deeper still. I'm chasing a version that won't quit when I fail. I'm chasing seconds, and that's enough, because this pursuit is making me tough. Not there yet, still learning, still adjusting. Not there yet, still learning, still adjusting. noise fades into breathing. The signs start looking the same. Every mile feels familiar, but nothing feels safe. I'm not fresh, I'm not finished, just balanced on effort and will. This is where the race stops being a thrill. I know the pace I could force, I know the price it would take. I also know this moment is easy to misread. The crowd wants movement, the watch wants proof. Every instinct says do something, do. But I've been here before, I know how this bends. The middle doesn't test speed, it tests how you think. This isn't fear, this is awareness, knowing the line before you cross it. You don't lose races here, you don't win them loud. You decide what version you'll be later on. This is where patience starts feeling like doubt, and doubt starts sounding like common sense. This is the middle that matters, not fast, not slow. I don't need to prove what I already know. This is the middle that matters. No surge, no show. I don't answer the urge, I let it go. This is the middle that matters. Still calm, still clear. I don't chase the moment, I stay right here. Legs feel usable, that's the danger sign. Enough strength left to make a bad decision feel fine. I hear someone breathing too close behind. I let them pass without checking the time. I don't race the shadow, I race the plan. I don't need company, I need command. This is where ego tries to sound smart, tells you now before it falls apart. But experience whispers with no emotion. Hold the shape and keep the motion. This is the middle that matters. Still under control, I don't spike the effort, I widen the road. This is the middle that matters. Quiet and deep, I don't borrow strength from the miles I'll need. This is the middle that matters. And I stay composed, I don't race the race, I run what I know. There's a version of me waiting ahead who doesn't need heroics, just needs me intact. I don't run for the cheer, I don't run for the split, I run so that version actually exists. The smile won't be remembered, it won't be replayed, but it decides how the rest behaves. Every long race has this quiet test where nothing hurts wrong, but nothing feels blessed. This is where discipline stops being theory and turns into a physical decision. This is the middle that matters, and I choose it well. I don't force a story, I don't ring the bell. This is the middle that matters. Still mine to run, I don't rush the ending, I protect the one. This is the middle that matters, and I trust this pace because how I move here decides the last phase. Still breathing, still thinking, still here. That's what made it hard. Nothing wore me off, nothing felt off. Legs were listening, breath was clean. The kind of start that lies to you gently. Every habit said go, every breath would agree, but I paused long enough to hear something else in me. I've trained power, I've trained pain. I know how to empty out and call it gain. Tonight I trained a quieter skill, how to stop before the bill. Not because I was done, not because I was weak, because I wanted tomorrow to still stay. There's a muscle you don't see, it
rich, wanted more. Now I read the signals before they shout. I don't wait for damage to figure it out. No applause moment, no story to sell. Just a finish that says I know myself. It's easy to respect what exhausts you, harder to respect what saves you. This wasn't fear, this wasn't delay, this was training in the dark. This was training. Still part of the play. I didn't just be in the test instead. Qualified design. I didn't win to still we enforced the line. And I'll take a breath, 'cause I can return when I'm starting again. I used to think discipline was always more effort, more sore. Now I see discipline and leaving something left and choosing margin over depth. This isn't the run that gets replayed, it's the run that keeps you paid. There will be days that ask to fire. I'm not a boy again, I'm getting wiser. I'm building a body that listens fast, so when it matters, it lasts. This is restraint training, and it counts today. I didn't lose momentum, I kept it safe. This is restraint training, no shame in it, boy. I didn't look at what we got stated for. And I trust that choice to stay in body is the lowest race. Don't quit, you're good, still chasing.
I didn't feel ahead today, didn't feel left behind. Just somewhere in the middle, trying not to rush the line. Same shoes, same route, nothing new to say, but I showed up anyway, and that already stayed. No reason to celebrate, no reason to quit. Just a quiet agreement to stay with it. I mistaken motion for meaning before. Ran past the lesson just to want more. Today I slowed the question, didn't ask how far. I asked, can I still be here when things get hard? No spark, no signal, no finish to chase. Just the discipline of keeping my place. Some days you move the needle, some days you guard the line. You don't always build momentum, sometimes you just keep time. Holding ground isn't nothing, it's a form of care for the future version you plan to meet there. Staying counts, even when nothing changed. I didn't gain ground, but I didn't erase. Staying counts, no applause, no proof. I didn't move forward loudly. I staying counts, and I know this now, not falling apart. It's movement somehow. I've chased improvement until it cost me weeks. Learned the hard way what restraint can keep. Today didn't add, didn't subtract. It kept me usable, and I respect that. No post-run clarity, no story to tell. Just a body that said tomorrow as well. You don't see stability while you're standing in it. You only miss it once it's gone. I've learned to trust the days that don't shout, because they're the reason I don't burn out. Staying counts. On the quiet days I didn't raise the ceiling, I reinforced the base. Staying counts. When progress feels thin, I didn't break trust with the work I'm in. Staying counts. That's the truth I found. I didn't chase a win, I held my ground. I used to think courage was always more pain, more proof, more reasons to roar. Now I see courage in choosing enough and knowing when staying is already tough. This isn't the run that makes a headline, it's the run that keeps the timeline. When pressure builds and days compress, I won't move like someone overextended. I'll move like someone who learned to stay when leaving early would have been easier that way. Staying counts, even here, even now. I didn't feel progress, but I didn't bow. Staying counts, and I trust that choice. Some days don't need motion, they need a voice. Didn't count, and they stayed with me. I didn't move the line, I stayed in the story. No breakthrough, still present, that counts. Nothing jumped when I stepped out. No warning, no spark, just the street lights doing their part. I checked how I felt, didn't feel strong or slow, just somewhere in between, and okay with that, I guess. No headline pace, no reason to adjust. I didn't feel sharp, but I felt I could trust. I've had days that swing wide, high or low. Today stayed narrow and I let it go. I didn't fight the feeling, didn't chase a score. I stayed with the plan and closed the door. It wasn't improvement, wasn't decline, just a steady line I didn't cross. Some days demand answers, some days ask less. Today asked one thing, can you coexist? Not everything moves forward, not everything slips. Some days just hold the shape you're in. Not better, not worse, just still intact. I didn't gain ground, I didn't crack. Not better, not worse, and that's alright. I didn't win the day, I stayed in the fight. Not better, not worse, no story to tell, but tomorrow's still open, and I'm well. I used to label these days as a wasted time. Now I see the value in a flat line, because the cost of pushing when nothing's there is paid in weeks you can't repair. No mood to prove, no edge to chase, just enough patience to hold my place. You don't always need to add something new. Sometimes the win is not losing you. I didn't fix a weakness, didn't expose one. I kept the version I've been building on. Not better, not worse, no lift, no fall. I didn't raise the ceiling, I reinforced the wall. Not better, not worse, still here, still mine. I didn't change direction, I stayed alive. Not better, not worse, and I'll take that score, because I can show up again tomorrow. I stopped measuring days by how much they move. I measure them now by what they preserve, because I've been better and burn out fast. I've been worse and crawled back. This middle ground used to scare me, now I see it clearly. When pressure hits and choices compress, I won't move like someone who's overextended. I'll move like someone who respected today enough to still be standing when it's time to play. Not better, not worse, and that's the truth. I didn't chase a breakthrough, I protected my route. Not better, not worse, but still in motion. I didn't feel progress, I felt devotion. Not better, not worse, and I trust this state, because staying neutral can still move faith. No spike, no slide, still here.
Nothing special on the lips, no reason to feel proud. Just the same old shoes on the same old ground. I didn't feel ready, didn't feel behind. Just awake enough to not cross the line. No spark in my chest, no hunger to prove. lost my nerve. It simply let me stay where I could preserve. I've learned not every day is meant to move you ahead. Some days are just meant to hold what you have.
There's a kind of strength in not adding weight, in choosing to keep what already works. You don't notice stability while it's happening. You notice it later when nothing falls apart.
This was an ordinary day that held no rise, no fall. I didn't feel progress, but I didn't lose it all.
This was an ordinary day that held.
Crowded by design, I didn't taste better, I stayed alive.
This was an ordinary day that held.
No reason to cheer, but it kept me standing. It's still right here. I've chased moments that felt like food and paid for them later in weeks of undo. Today I chose what wouldn't cost me, what I could repeat without bargaining. No post-run glow, no story to tell, just legs that said tomorrow as well. It's easy to respect the days that change you, hard to respect the days that save you. Nothing improved on paper, nothing declined. That balance alone took years to find. This was an ordinary day that held no victory song, and it pushed the limit. I kept it close. This was an ordinary day that held nothing to defend. I wasn't building momentum, I was protecting it. Ordinary day to hell, and that's the truth. Some days don't make you better, they keep you usable. I used to think backward act to be allowed, that if it didn't burn, it didn't count. Now my trust a word that doesn't shout, that kind that lasts, I'm overworked out. This isn't the highlight, eyes and hands, a kind of day everything slings on. Because when pressure comes and choices get thin, I don't move like someone starting again. I move like someone who's been held before by days like this and something more.
This was an ordinary day that held,
Still holding out.
I didn't raise the ceiling, I reinforced our growth. This was an ordinary day that held
No mark, no stay. I didn't know the breakthrough.
another day. This was an ordinary day that held,
And I trust that kind because it didn't change me. Kept me by. No headline, no collapse. Let day stay. Nothing flashy on the surface, no moment that fell out. Just another day I didn't back out. Same road, same thoughts, different kind of tired. Not the quitting kind, the honest kind. I didn't feel inspired, didn't feel ahead, but I felt present, that's what I said. No finished tape, no reason to celebrate, just work that didn't leave when motivation did. I've had days that looked impressive and vanished by next week. This one didn't shine, but it dug in deep. I wasn't chasing growth, I was avoiding regret, trying to be someone I wouldn't have to reset. This wasn't discipline, it was familiarity, knowing what stays when nothing guarantees. Some effort disappears the second it's done, but some effort becomes who you run as it settles and quietly doesn't announce. You only notice it when life counts. This is the work that stayed long after the feeling went away. No proof, no praise, still changed the way I play. This is the work that stayed, not impressive, just real. I didn't feel stronger today, but I made myself durable. This is the work that stayed, and that's enough. I didn't build momentum.
momentum I built trust. I've learned the difference between speed and depth, between showing improvement and keeping my breath. Some days I move forward, some days I hold ground. Both are progress when you plan to stick around. I don't post the sessions that taught me restraint. Those are the ones that usually remain. I didn't win the day, didn't lose it either. I left it usable for my future self.
They call it boring when nothing breaks, but boring is stable and stability stays.
I've broken myself trying to look strong. Now I choose effort that lasts long. This is the work that stays. Through low volume nights, I didn't chase intensity, I chose to survive. The work that stays. No rush to explain, I'm not trying to peak, I'm trying to remain. This is the work that stayed. Hidden but sound, I wasn't getting better fast, I was getting hard to knock down. There's pride in finishing without witnesses, and knowing you do it even if nobody missed it. I've stopped asking effort to entertain, I just ask it to show up again. Some strength is invisible until it's needed, and by then it's already seated. This isn't the highlight, it's the foundation, the kind of work that doesn't need narration. I don't remember every run, but my body does. It keeps the record better than words. And when things get heavy and choices get thin, I move like someone who's been here before. This is the work that stayed. When the noise moved on, I didn't feel heroic, I felt strong. This is the work that stayed. No deadline, no end, I didn't need a breakthrough, I needed a bend. This is the work that stayed. It's still with me now, I didn't train for a moment, I trained for how. No spotlight, still ready, that's the work that stayed. No cameras warming up, no names being called, just the sound of my breath hitting the wall. Same corner, same route, same reasons I don't post. I don't need a reminder, I already know. Some nights feel optional, like nobody would mind if I stayed home and saved the time. But I lace anyway, not to be seen, just to keep the promise I made in between. This isn't discipline, it's familiarity, knowing how it feels when nobody's clapping for me. This is training without an audience, no cheers to earn. I'm not performing, I'm learning how to return. Training without an audience, still counting days. I don't need a witness to keep my pace. Training without an audience, quiet and real. I don't need the noise to know what I feel. I've practiced adjusting when nothing went right, changed effort mid-run just to protect tomorrow night. I learned which pushes come back as pain and which ones let me show up again. No highlight reel, no reason to explain, just steady work and a narrow lane. They train for approval, I train for capacity. I wanna be able when it actually matters to me. This is training without an audience, built on repeat. I don't chase moments, I strengthen weeks. Training without an audience, no rush, no race. I don't prove I'm ready, I become it. Training without an audience, still moving through. I don't need to be seen, I need to be true. There's a kind of honesty that only shows up alone, when quitting feels reasonable and staying is your own. No one would blame me, no one would know. That's when the work decides whether I grow. This isn't about toughness, it's about trust. strengths develop without a sound. They don't rise fast, they stick around. This is training without an audience. Watch me last. I don't borrow motivation from the past. Training without an audience. Here's the truth. I wasn't waiting for the crowd. I was waiting on me. Training without an audience. Still in it. The work doesn't end when no one's listening. No applause, still enough, still training.
I wasn't trying to get noticed, I was trying to get used to this. The weight of another day, choosing not to quit. No announcement, no reset, just small corrections made. Learning what I could carry and what I couldn't fake. Some mornings felt unofficial, like they didn't really count, but they stepped into something I can stand on now. I didn't build belief fast, I built tolerance first. For doubt, for boredom, for the quiet parts that hurt. This wasn't confidence, it was consent to keep going without an event. Before anyone needed proof, I was already in it, working without a witness, learning how to live with it. Before anyone needed proof, I made room to stay. I didn't train for a moment, I trained for the day. Before anyone needed proof, I stayed involved. I wasn't ready to be seen, I was ready to hold on. I adjusted expectations, not dreams, just how loud they needed to be. Some goals work better when they don't speak, when they let you grow instead of compete. I learned how to pace my hope so it wouldn't disappear, how to keep ambition close without letting it steer. The work didn't feel heroic, it felt repetitive, but repetition taught me what commitment is. They waited for the sign, I waited for capacity. I didn't rush becoming someone I could actually be. Before anyone needed proof, I paid the cost in time and patience and days that felt lost. Before anyone needed proof, I learned restraint, how to keep showing up without forcing change. Before anyone needed proof, I stayed steady. I didn't look impressive, I became ready. There's a kind of strength that doesn't announce, it doesn't ask permission, it doesn't bounce. It just stays available when things go quiet, when motivation leaves and habit has to try it. I don't owe the future a dramatic past, I owe myself a way to make this last. Some lives are built in preparation mode, long before anyone calls it a road. That doesn't mean it was wasted, it means it was real. I wasn't chasing belief, I was learning how to feel. Before anyone needed proof, I was still here, choosing again when it wasn't clear. Before anyone needed proof, I earned my place, not with speed but with staying. Before anyone needed proof, here's the truth, the work didn't wait for permission, neither did I. Still valid, still moving.
I didn't wake up convinced, didn't feel ready at all. Just a quiet agreement not to cancel the call. No big speech in my head, no dramatic sign, just tying the same shoes one more time. Some mornings ask too much, some don't ask anything. I don't answer with passion, I answer by staying. I've learned not every yes needs fireworks or grace. Some yeses just sound like I'll show up anyway. This isn't a breakthrough, it's a decision that stays. It doesn't shout once, it whispers for days. This is the long yes, not loud, not fast, the kind of answer that actually lasts. The long yes, again and again. I don't choose the outcome, I choose to remain. The long yes, no promise of shine, just a steady agreement with time. said knowing better ways with smarter words, quick, clean, explained it. Got my distance preserved, but this path kept asking without demand if I could still say yes with what I had. So I lowered the volume, not the aim. Stopped chasing meaning, started staying the same. They wait for the moment that feels right. I learned the moment is built overnight. This is the long yes, still intact. Not the sharpest answer, but the one I enact. The long yes through doubt and delay. I don't need clarity to continue the way. The long yes, no clean start, just a quiet decision. I restart in my heart. There's strength in repetition when no one's watching, when nothing improves except your tolerance. It's not exciting, it's not new, but it keeps the door open for something true. I don't owe today a miracle, I owe tomorrow availability. Some lives are built on bold declarations, others on small consent across many situations. This isn't stubborn, it's aware. I know what disappears if I don't stay here. This is the long yes, watch it grow, not by speeding up, but by letting it go. The long yes, still my choice. I don't raise my voice, I raise my odds. The long yes, no finish line, just a life that keeps opening, one yes at a time. Not dramatic, not done, still yes. I've tried to pace that looks and gas, on a crowded, defeated. Fast enough to turn some heads, slow enough to bleed. If I would digress for a moment, then the silence came. Waking up already tired, carrying the name. So I changed the question, quiet beat at how fast can I go? But which beat lets me come back when nobody says hello? The road didn't argue, it just stayed, waiting for a version of me that wouldn't fade. This isn't playing slow, it's playing along. It's choosing a rhythm I can live on. This is staying speed, not built to shine, but it keeps me moving every time. Staying speed, nothing to prove. I don't run from the fight, I move with it. Staying speed, showing up. I don't need a moment, I need enough. I've seen people peak beautifully then disappear. One of great season, then a missing gear. They went all in, I went again. There's a difference, I understand. So I leave margin in the stride, air in the wheat. I don't push today, just to feel release. They call it cautious, I call it aware. I wanna be moving when I'm still there. This is staying speed, quiet and plain, and doesn't pay attention. You remain staying speed, built for it deep. I don't chase applause, I keep my feet. Staying speed, still alive. I don't spend tomorrow just to feel tonight. Now, let's go a jam restraint, no one crap for it. No finish tape, no highlight grip, but it's the straight that doesn't leave, the kind you trust but nobody sees. I don't need to look fearless to be strong, I just need to choose what lasts long. I've learned ambition doesn't have to yell, sometimes a risker stay well. That place doesn't trend, but it's right, it keeps me whole night after night. This is staying speed, watch me last. I don't win the second, I win the past. Staying speed, still in play, and always stop my life. I continue today. Staying speed, it only burns, I don't satisfied with what I have, not polished, just intact. The mirror didn't promise much, the plan still feels half drawn, but standing here is enough, so I move it forward, calm. I used to wait for confidence, for something sharp and clean. Turns out it never shows up if you keep waiting to begin. I don't need the perfect cue or timing that aligns. I just need to keep this glowing with the body that is mine. This isn't settling, it's staying present, it's choosing progress that's honest as is. No edits applied, I don't fix the flaws, I run with the facts as is. Still moving fine, I'm not upgraded, I'm just alive as is. New before and after, I don't pause the story to make it matter. Some days feel unfinished, like I missed the point, but I showed up anyway, that's a choice. I've learned that momentum doesn't ask for proof, it grows from repetition, not a sudden truth. I leave space in the effort, room in the breath, I don't squeeze till they try to impress the rest. I'm done chasing a cleaner start, I'd rather keep going with the cards I've got as is. Still in the frame, night a highlight, but it stays as is. No filter tone, I don't need to shine to keep this road as is. Uncut and clear, I don't change the scene, I remain here. There's a strength in not correcting every crack you see, and letting the pace exist without an apology. I've seen people wait for better and miss the now. I'd rather be imperfect than disappear somehow. The sense of confidence of consent to keep moving forward with what I am. I don't need to look ready, you actually be. Readiness grows from continuity. I just want exposure more than a flash. This life makes sense when it's allowed to last. As is still enough, I don't trim the edges, I keep the rough. As is built to stay, I don't restart myself, I continue today. As no cream to bite, I don't wait to arrive, I'm already fine. No edits or excuses, still here. They ask her what I'm chasing, I shrug, take it slow. I've seen what peaks demand and what they don't let go. I know the look in the mirror right before you sprint, when pride starts driving and the plan gets thin. I've been loud, I've been reckless, I've been brave the wrong way. Learn that pain can clap back long after the day. So I keep something in reserve, a margin I can trust. I don't need to win this minute, I need the next one up. This isn't fear talking, it's math. It's choosing the path that brings me back. Peak, I'll pass, I don't need that crown, I'd rather keep my legs and run another town. Peak, I'll pass, I've done that test, I'm not scared of the climb, I just like the rest. There's a photo they all want, a second that looks clean, but nobody frames the mornings that happen in between. I build days that stack quietly, no fireworks, no rush. I leave room for tomorrow, that's the move I trust. I don't spike my effort to feel alive, I tune it so my body stays on my side. They peak and vanish, I pace and stay different trophies, same race. Peak, I'll pass, got years to win, I don't trade a season for a 10-second grin. Peak, I'll pass, call it control, I'm not lowering the bar, I'm lengthening the goal. I've stood at the edge, felt the pull to leap, heard the crowd inside me saying prove it deep. But courage learned a new language after paying the bill. It said choose what lasts, I said deal. There's heroics in restraint, power in care. I don't need to break the engine to prove it's there. Semblance don't sparkle, they stabilize. They look boring now, then save your life. I keep my pride adjustable, my pace intact. I don't chase the peak, I outlast. Peak, I'll pass, that's the update I run. I don't need the headline, I need another one. Peak, I'll pass, still hungry, still here. I choose the version of me that shows up next year. Peak, I'll pass. Watch me stay. Not everything worth winning has to happen today. I still lace up like it matters, still feel that pull to go. But I don't gamble with my body just to put on a show. The mirror doesn't need convincing, the clock can wait its turn. I learn what keeps me moving by learning what makes me burn. I used to call it bravery to ignore the signs. Now I call it experience to read between the lines. Same heart, different settings, same fire, better aim. I didn't lose the hunger, I changed the game. This isn't backing down, it's backing myself. It's choosing health over health. Still a hero, fewer injuries, that's the update I chose. I didn't quit the mission, I learned how it goes. Still a hero, fewer injuries, still chasing what's true. I don't need to break myself to come through. Yeah, I've seen what glory borrows and never gives back, how a great 10 seconds can cost a whole track. So I leave room in the effort, air in the stride. I don't need to scare tomorrow to feel alive. There's discipline in pacing, there's power in rest. I don't need destruction to prove my best. They max out, a fine-tune, they rush, I assume. Still a hero, fewer injuries, holding pace, not the loudest version, but the one that stays. Still a hero, fewer injuries, built to last, I don't rush the ending, I outlast. There was a time I thought limits were meant to be crossed. Now I see how wisdom counts the cost. Hero mode doesn't vanish, it learns control. It protects the parts of me I can't replace or loan. Because courage isn't constant, it's managed well. It's knowing when to push and when to tell. I don't need the hardest setting to feel real, I need one that lets me choose how much I feel. There's pride in restraint, there's honor in range. I didn't lose the edge, I rearranged. Still a hero, fewer injuries, that's my way. I didn't shrink the dream, I made it stay. Still a hero, fewer injuries, same drive inside. I don't prove it in one run, I prove it over time. Still a hero, fewer injuries, still me. I didn't lower the standard, I changed the strategy. Same heart, better rules, still moving. I felt the pull to prove it, to answer every doubt. The kind of urge that says if not now, then you're out. But something older in me didn't raise its voice, just stood there calmly and asked for a choice. I've learned the sound of warning, it doesn't shout or beg. It feels like a pause in the stride, away behind the leg. Not fear, not hesitation, just space to think it through. The strength to stop advancing when advancing isn't true. This isn't weakness, it's command. It's knowing when to stand. Strong enough to step back, that's what I became. I didn't lose the moment, I refused the flame. Strong enough to step back, still holding ground. I didn't turn away from effort, I turned it down. I've charged into the pressure, thinking brave meant loud. Learned a fast momentum can disappear in a crowd. Some wins cost more than they give, some speed just steals. I've learned to read the difference between hype and real, so I leave room in the plan, air in the day. I don't need to conquer everything to stay my way. They rush, I listen, they burn, I position. Strong enough to step back, clear in my head. I didn't choose the shortcut, I chose what's ahead. Strong enough to step back, still a time I thought courage meant never yielding ground. Now I know some ground is kept by knowing when to turn around. Stepping back isn't shrinking, it's set in the frame. So when I move forward again, I'm still the same. Because control isn't passive, it's an active skill. It's choosing restraint when you know you could kill. Strong enough to step back, that's my line. I didn't abandon ambition, I refined. Strong enough to step back, still moving through. I didn't walk away from pressure, I outgrew. Oh, not retreat, not fear, just clear. I felt it in the first 100 meters, the itch to prove something again. The part of me that wants a witness before it wants a finish line. But I've learned how the story ends. When the ego sets the tone, you win the minute loudly, then spend weeks alone. The pace felt slower than my memory, than who I used to be. But it felt honest in my breathing, like it wanted to keep me. I let the faster runners pass me, didn't flinch, didn't stare. I wasn't losing ground, I was choosing to stay there. This isn't backing down, it's backing myself. It's choosing health over help, pace over pride. That's the deal I made. I didn't need to look strong, I needed to stay. Pace over pride. I've learned the cost. You don't fall behind slowly, you fall all at once. I've chased respect through suffering, worn pain like it was proof. Learned the body doesn't care what the mind is trying to prove. So today I ran with margin, left space in every mile. I don't need to borrow tomorrow just to feel fast for a while. There's nothing weak in choosing calm, when calm keeps you alive. I've learned restraint is how endurance survives. They surge, I settle, they burn, I level. Pace over pride, still moving me. Not the fastest version, but the one that's free. Pace over pride, still in control. I didn't lose ambition, I just changed the goal. There was a time I called this boring, call this playing small. Now I see how many seasons were lost trying to stand tall. Real confidence doesn't rush, it doesn't need a crowd. It knows the quiet days are the ones that count. Because pride wants a moment, but pace wants a future. And I've learned which one actually makes me stronger. Pace over pride, that's how I stay. I didn't quit competing, I just compete a different way. Pace over pride, still here, still mine. I don't win the mile, I win the timeline. No flex, no flame, just range. I learned this late, not from a book, from mornings where my legs said look. I used to chase the soreness like proof I'd been alive. Now I listen for the signals that led tomorrow out. There were nights I slept on questions, woke up with quieter plans. Not quitting, not slowing, just learning my hands. I stopped calling rest a weakness, stopped calling pain a win. Started calling it information, let in the long game. And this isn't caution, it's control. It's keeping what makes me whole. Recovery is a skill I had to learn, not like I planned. I don't need to feel destroyed to know I showed up right. I measure progress by durability, not the highlight. They grind, they burn, I trust. Recovery is a skill built with time, knowing when to step back so the next step's mine. Recovery is a skill quiet and true. I don't disappear to rest, I return to you. Some seasons taught me patience, some taught restraint, some taught me how to come back without calling it a break. I've stood on tired legs, still choosing calm, because I learned to protect what I rely on. Readiness isn't constant, it's managed well. It's knowing how to fall apart and still excel. Recovery is a skill I practice daily. Not flashy, not loud, just saving what saves me. Recovery is a skill that lets me stay. I don't run from the work, I recover my way. Not softer, just smarter, still here.
I didn't wake up talented, I woke up again. Same shoes, same corners, same let's do this in my head. No one clapped for the calendar, no one saw the repeats. The boring parts did all the lifting long before the neat. Weeks that didn't look like progress, months that felt the same. I kept showing up anyway without a name. I learned how to stop before breaking, how to rest without guilt, how to leave the ego at the door so the work could get built. This isn't a moment, it's a method, it's the quiet proof. I never ran it, I was ready before the results, before the headline, before the win. I paid in days no one remembers, and I still paid them again. I was ready before the results,